Hello and welcome to our broadcast of the Nashua Juniors Curling Bonspiel. This is Dan York coming at you from the Nashua, New Hampshire Curling Club. We're going to be broadcasting this. We're trying out a couple of different things. The teams are just getting started for the second draw. We're going to be featuring Sheet 1, which is going to have Petersham 1 playing against Cape Cod 1. So we're going to be doing that now. We're we're broadcasting right in the middle of the warm room where everybody is sitting. So we'll have to see how this actually goes as far as keeping the play going or keeping the sound going with everybody else speaking right around here. But this is it. We're going to be starting now about 8:20, going on until probably about 10:20. It's an 8-end game. It will be going that time. So please enjoy the game. We'll be getting started momentarily. So there was the coin toss, and let's see who won. It looks like Petersham is going to throw first, so I'm going to assume that is the play here. Yes, looks like Cape Cod 1 got the hammer, so Megan Ennis will be up first, throwing lead stones for Petersham. Morgan Whitney is skipping. And there goes a stone from Megan going down there. Max Whitney and Chloe York are sweeping. And we have a bit of a view over here to show the other side. Let's see, where did it go? Okay. So we've got Marius from Marius, how do you say it, Kleinis? Marius Kleinis from Cape Cod 1 throwing the first lead stones. And now we've got, okay, it just looks like it made it down there across the hog line, looking like a good guard up in front. Megan Ennis is getting ready to throw her second rock for Petersham 1. There's the throw from Megan. This is Max Whitney out there as vice, Chloe York as second. They're bringing the rock down there into the, looking to get across the hog line over there, almost. Okay. Now this is Marius Kleinis throwing his second rock for Cape Cod 1. It's getting up there, coming in on the, coming right down the center line actually. Okay, looks like it's right up in front there. So now Chloe York is going to be throwing for second stones for Petersham Curling Club. And Chloe's throwing her first rock, going down there. Let's see where that's going. It's called, Morgan Whitney called it on the outside where no rocks have been thrown yet. It looks like it's going to be hard to get down there. Let's see where it goes. It makes it just over, it looks like. Hard to tell from this end of the ice. Nope, looks like it didn't make it over by a slight bit. Okay, now I've got, from what my run list here, it looks like this is Griffin Dunkley, who's going to be throwing next for Cape Cod 1. Griffin Stone is away. Okay, looks like he's got a shot that's going to just come in there right as a guard, right up in the front. Okay. Morgan Whitney down there as the skip for Petersham 1, calling for Chloe to bring the shot around down into the rings. Okay, so here we go with the second rock for Chloe York. Let's see how this goes. And it's going down on the outside. Oh, it's going to hit the side and go out on that one. Okay, this is all first end here. Let's see. Now we have second rock for Griffin Dunkley here. Nice rock by Griffin, getting a good set of guards up. It's down in, or down into the rings, into the outer there. Morgan calls his brother Max Whitney to do a takeout and roll over behind. So Max is going to be throwing now. The now up is James Bailey for Cape Cod 1. Throwing the first of his stones out here. Sweepers will be Morius Kalinas and Griffin Dunkley. Looking to try to get it down in there. And the rock goes down and looks like it's going on through from this angle. Hard to tell whether it's on there for a biter or whether it's still there, but it's at the back of the house. So Morgan Whitney skipping Petersham 1. Looks like he's calling Max to come down, hit the ones, go straight down the center and hit that. Max Whitney getting ready to throw his second rock. So we see where that goes. Looks like it's opened up the center there. was the second of the Cape Cod 1 Vice stones. Looks like it went through the house. Sorry, I was adjusting the camera a little bit here to get things set. Okay, so Morgan Whitney now. Skip of Petersham 1 is up. Max Whitney acting as vice, calling him to take out that Cape Cod yellow sitting there in the middle. So Morgan Whitney throwing as so first the skip rocks being thrown by Morgan Whitney. Going down there, let's see where this goes. And with Morgan there, my shot is limited. I don't know quite what's happening, but let's see what goes on. Okay, it looks like it hit it, and it rolled down to, from my other side view, it looks like it rolled out of the rings. This was Truman Dunkley, the skip for his first shot. Last rock for Morgan Whitney of Petersham 1 in the first end. We're coming at you from the Nashua Curling Club in Nashua, New Hampshire. As you can tell from the background noise, we're in the warm room here where all the parents and everyone else are watching the game going on here. Morgan throws his first shot. Heading down there to the other side. Let's see where this is going to go. Let's see what's happening. Oh, looks like a miss through the rings, unfortunately, for Morgan. So now we've got the final rock from Truman Dunkley with Cape Cod. Looks like he's drawing for at least one or at least two, possibly three. Hard to tell from this angle. We'll have to see as they count them. Let's see what we go. Shot is coming down, being swept by Griffin Dunkley and James Bailey. Coming down to the rings. Looks from here like it's in. And yep, it's in, and I'm not. Let's see what the count is. Okay, starting the second end, it was a three stones for, or three rocks for Cape Cod 1 in the first end. So now we're moving on in the second end. First shot from Maurius Kalinas, throwing for Cape Cod 1. Shot coming into the top 12. Next up will be Megan Ennis, throwing for Petersham 1. And she throws the shot out there. Let's see where we're going here. It's coming down. Max Whitney and Chloe York sweeping. Let's looks like it's coming in into the rings. And looks like it might be actually going right through the rings. All right. Next shot up will be again Cape Cod. Okay, second stone of Mores Colinas. Coming into the rings again. And looks like it's going fast again. The ice seems to be going quicker this way, or something's happened there. So now we've got the second stone of Megan Ennis being thrown from that end. Let's see, here she goes. Megan is going to be throwing down there. Morgan calling. Looks like calling for a guard from this perspective. And here we are. The shot is coming down. And looks like it's coming into the rings again. Okay. Right behind the tee line there for Megan Ennis on this. So the next shot now will be from Griffin Dunkley, the second for the Cape Cod 1 team. Looks like he was called to do a hit on the red rock in the back part of the house here. He's coming down. Looks pretty good right now to make the hit. And there it goes. It's out. Hi there, we're back again. I just had to take care of a little technical issue. It seems some people who were watching the game were not able to see the actual stream on the page that we put up there. So I put a direct link to the YouTube site on there. So you should be able to see it now if you go directly to that YouTube link. Hopefully that will help. Let us know if you have any problems with that and we can see. We're now into Chloe York's. It's going to come down and it might go right through again here on this one. Be back in a moment. We're just looking at some of the technical things here. Okay, we're back, and it's the first rock for Max Whitney of Petersham 1 here, throwing his rock down here. Looks like Morgan is calling him to come and hit one of the yellow rocks and roll over. Let's see where this goes. Rock is coming down. Megan Ennis and Chloe York as sweeping. Oh, it's going out a bit more than I think they were looking for. Let's see what happens. Out there. So next up will be James Bailey throwing for the Cape Cod 1 team. This is the first of a series of games that will be going on. There was a game at 6 o'clock. There were 2 teams that played then. And then there are all 3 sheets in action. 6 teams playing right now. On the sheet next to us, on sheet number 2, it's Cape against on sheet with Cape. Looks like that stone got out in front there. The rock from James Bailey. Max Whitney up for his second rock now. Max throws his rock. It's away. Now we're seeing where it comes down here. Looks like it's coming from this. What I can see here, it's coming down and going through. So the shots are going through here for Petersham, it seems, tonight. Next up, it looks like the first skip stone for Truman Dunkley. Truman Dunkley is now going to be throwing for his team here. The first is skip stones. I'm discovering that we need a second camera position for tomorrow so we can be able to get a better shot here without people standing directly in the way. And looks like it's coming down and will be settling just inside the rings here, coming down right into the... Oops, looks like Max Whitney's going to try to get on that, but it stays around, hanging out at the back of the house. So now first stone up for Morgan Whitney. Looks like he's drawing against 4. So it could be shaping up to be a big end here. All right. Well, I've just been informed. I've just been informed now that the order of the Cape Cod 1 team was changed around, and the sheet I was given was incorrect. The skip is Maurius Kalinas, and the vice is Truman Dunkley. Second is James Bailey, and first is Griffin Dunkley. So here comes a shot from Morgan Whitney coming down. He knocked off the top yellow, but his stone spilled out there. So now we have the second stone from the skip, Maurius Kalinas. Thank you for the correction over here. Okay, now the last stone for Morius Kalinas, the skip of the Cape Cod 1 team, going on down here. Looks like he's going to be playing, not quite sure where he's playing here from the angle that I'm looking at. So now the skip Morius Kalinas for Cape Cod 1 threw his last rock, put a guard up there. Morgan Whitney now is throwing his last rock for Petersham, drawing against 3. Looks like he's going to come down and play the takeout and take out that 1 and hopefully stay around for 1. We'll have to see how this goes here. Okay, Morgan's shot is away. It's coming down. Looks like he's going to get the shot out, but roll out into the 12-foot. And it looks like it's going to be 2 for Cape Cod 1. We'll be back in just a moment. Have to do another configuration, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we are learning this is going to be, that was Griffin Dunkley who was throwing the first shot in the 3rd end for Cape Cod 1. Shot getting down there, coming down, and Morgan Whitney bringing it to the back of the house. Back on the other side, Megan Ennis getting ready to throw a rock. Morgan Whitney calling for a guard up front. Going to bring the audio volume up a little bit just because we're getting a report the audio is a little bit low. A little bit worried about background noise here, so we're not going to be keeping it too loud for you on the remote side. The shot's away, coming down in there. Looks like it's getting down into the rings. And looks like it might be going through the rings from this side. Okay. Next shot up now for Griffin Dunkley. Throwing lead stones for Cape Cod 1. Stones away. Let's see where it's getting down to. Coming down into the front. Looks like it's getting down, going to come into the rings. The 12-foot, 8-foot. Coming down into the 4-foot. Second shot now for Megan Ennis. Looks like Morgan Whitney is calling for her to have a guard over on the left side. You can hear the sounds in the background from the other sheets. Okay, that was the second shot for Megan Ennis. Okay, now it is going to be Griffin Dunkley throwing again here. No, I'm sorry. This is going to be James Bailey. We're shifting the order around here again. Or this is the order it's had. I'm also told the skip's name in Cape Cod 1 is Marius Galinas. I apologize for that. I'm acting off the list I have here. Let's see where we're going now. Okay, looks like it knocked the Redstone out. Okay, first shot now for Chloe York, throwing second stones for Petersham. Morgan Whitney calling for her to draw down to the yellow stones. Chloe's shot is away. Morgan calling for the sweepers to get onto it. Let's see where it's going to go. It's coming down. Coming down across. The sweepers are on it. Looks like it's going to be getting in there, and it is just above the rings, outside of that a little bit. Okay, so the skip, Marius Galinas, now calling for his second, James Bailey, for a shot. I missed the call, sorry. Let's see where we're going with this. So the shot is away. It's going down there. Let's see where we're going. So after two ends, we are at Cape Cod 1 has 5 points. Petersham 1 has 0. And the shot is up there. High guard, it looks like. Okay, second shot for Chloe York. Morgan calling for it to come a draw down, basically down to the button. We're having two Massachusetts clubs playing here. Petersham, Massachusetts against Cape Cod. Although I happen to know that Chloe is from Keene, New Hampshire, but it's all out of the club based in Petersham, Massachusetts. And the shot's coming down. Let's see, looks a little bit heavier this time. Looks like it's going to be coming down and going through. Okay. Next shot now for, if I've got these names right, this is Truman Dunkley. Truman? Yes, confirmation. This is Truman who is throwing.
When's the last time you seen him throw around?
Okay.
Halloween.
So let's have this shot go down here now. Whoops. Turning volume down a little bit more just to reduce some of the background noise. Marius looks like he's calling for the hit. Take out the red rock. Okay, the rock's coming down from what we can see. Looks like it's going to take it out. Oops, no, it just wicked it over a little bit, leaving the red rock still there. Okay, so now we're getting ready for the first shot for Max Whitney, throwing vice stones for Petersham 1. Oh, looks like they're going to call for the tap back. Tap the red one back. So Max Whitney getting ready to throw his stone down. And Looks like the shot from Max Whitney went through. So now the second shot from Truman Dunkley. Looks like the call is to go and take out the red stone again. No, actually, I think the call was to sit on it. To sit right on it, take away the promote. So they're going to take that shot down there, try to take it away. Looks like he's calling for it to sit right on the side of that. Let's see where this goes. Okay, shot here. The last rock from Truman Dunkley. Coming down. If you're wondering, we're set up behind the wall, the glass here inside the warm room, so we don't have the over-camera shots that you might have in another space. This is not a regular live streaming rig that's here. It's just one that I brought in to go and do some streaming out of the club. There's a good internet connection here, so we're doing this streaming right here. Let's see where we go. Looks like the shot came over a little bit, still leaving the tap back there for Petersham if they want to take that. Morgan's again calling for that shot to do a tap back from Max. Max getting ready to throw that shot again. Okay, his shot's away. Let's see where it goes. Looks like it's coming down fairly quickly. So he's going to hit that one out and roll over and knock a yellow over there, leaving his red stone still sitting, but it's sitting up in front of the house. It's not actually in the rings at this point in time. Looks like Marius is going to go for a guard up in front to take away the promote. Looks like the discussion they're having right now is to go and do that. Let's see how this goes here. Okay, so first skips rock for Marius Kalinas with Cape Cod's team here, and the shot's going out. Let's see where we wind up coming out. The call was for a guard to come right out in front and take away the promote that Petersham would have here. And the rock is getting down there, and it looks like it is just making it over the hog line, and indeed does make it awfully hard to see that red rock sitting back there. Nice shot from for Marius Kalinas. Morgan Whitney coming back. Looks like he's going to take his shot to do a drawdown to, at this point, really draw down to the button, draw down behind that. On the second sheet, we have Schenectady playing against Cape Cod 2. I'll see if I can get a score in a minute here. The shot's away from Morgan Whitney. Looks like it's coming down awfully quickly. Yep, looks like it's going down and going to go through the house. Okay, so now we're looking at the second shot for Marius. Looks like he's going to... Looks like the call's again for a draw. And the shot's away, heading down there. Let's see where this is going. The looks like it's coming. Looks like it's coming down in there. Although it looks like the call is to keep it right above. Yep, it's down in. It's down and it's coming through into the back of the house. So I think he was trying to take away the draw shot from Morgan. But now Morgan's got his final rock. And it looks like they're discussing which direction to come. Final shot here for Morgan Whitney, drawing against 4, I think. Looks like it's coming down, and it was stopped for some reason. I missed. Did somebody burn it?
It must have burned it.
Must have burned it. We must have had a burn on it, so it looks like it will be, looks like it's going to be 4 for Cape Cod 1. Now over on sheet 2, Cape Cod 2 has 4 over Schenectady, and over on after 3 ends, and over on sheet 3, it's tie score between Petersham 2 and Cape Bromectady, with them coming down to the final stones in the 3rd end. So we're going to be starting up the 4th end over here. Right now, the score is 9. After 3 ends, it is 9-0. Cape Cod 1 over Petersham 1 at this current time. That was the first rock thrown for Griffin Dunkley. Now we're shifting to the first rock of Megan Ennis. Second shot for Griffin Dunkley coming into the rings, coming into second there. Morgan Whitney calling for Megan Ennis' second shot to come down and take that out. Megan Ennis drawing her shot in to the rings, coming in there, hitting the yellow stone onto the button and sitting over there on the side. First rock for James Bailey of Cape Cod 1. Throwing his rock here as the second for the team, now that I've corrected the order. Looks like the call was to have it come down into the rings. And it's coming down. Looks like the call was to hit the red stone out, and it does do that. Hits the rock, rolls over, and rolls out. First rock now for Chloe York, throwing second for Cape Cod, or for Petersham 1. Rock is coming down and going to hit the yellow and nice double takeout, getting 2 out like that, and also hers goes out as well, leaving a blank house at the current time. There's a good shot, taking both out. Second stone now for Truman Dunkley with Cape Cod 1. Shot is coming down. Sweepers were on it, bringing it over onto the other side of the house. Very nicely splitting the house for Cape Cod 1. You can see the rocks are now on either side, forcing Petersham into chasing one or the other. Petersham does have the hammer here. They'll have the last rock in the end. For those not aware of the terminology, that means that they get to throw the last rock of the end of the 16 rocks that are thrown here. So Max throwing his stone. This one looks a bit better on this, but now they're calling it. They're getting on it to sweep it to make sure it does not come by. It's going to go by at this point and go by on the outside and go through. First shot by Marius Kalinas, the skip of the Cape Cod team. Looks like they're throwing it down and through in that case. So Morgan and Max looking at figuring out what they're going to do. Looks like he's calling a draw down to it. Actually, either a draw or I'm guessing from the ice Max is giving, it's going to be a draw. Although it could be a takeout at this point. Morgan's shot is away. Let's see where it goes here. Looks like the shot knocked out the other one, but unfortunately it also spilled out. So Marius makes the same call for Cape Cod 1 to put that shot back. So he'll go back up there and try to make the shot again, forcing Petersham to try to go after, to draw against that and try to take that out. So Morgan Morgan Whitney is now here with his last shot in the fourth end for Petersham. He's looking to draw. He's looking to draw down into the center to try to get on the boards here. He's got to get, if he gets into the white, if he gets full white, the 8-foot rings, he should be able to get a point here. So he's drawing down. Let's see if it just gets in there and stays there. Looks like a little heavy. It's going to, Marius is working it hard. Oh, it's going to be awfully close. Let's see what the call is going to be. Looks like it's going to be 1 red. So Petersham gets on the board, and 9-1 after 4 ends. Over on the second sheet, it is after 3 ends. It is 4 for Cape Cod 2. Over on sheet 3, after 3 ends, it looks like it is 3-2 with Petersham 2 up by 3, or up having 3 and Cape Brumectedy having 2. First shot now for Griffin Dunkley, throwing his first shot here in the 5th end. I'm sorry, it looks like from the angle I was at, it looked like the red was scoring on that, but it looks like it rolled slightly too far out, and the actual view, what they called on there was that it was yellow getting a point. So it was 10-0 after 4 ends in this game here. First shot by Megan Ennis, drawing down into the rings. Second shot from Griffin Dunkley, coming down to take out the red rock of Petersham. And that rock is now out. So now Megan Ennis will get ready to throw her second rock.
It's hard with the 9 o'clock because
So second rock being thrown by Megan Ennis, going down to the, looks like it's coming down onto the outside on the left side, and looks like at the speed it's going at, it's going to be going down and through. Now the first rock of James Bailey, throwing second for the Cape Cod 1 team.
Of course not. Like, do you think we should call, like, none of them would show up at 9?
First shot now by Chloe York. Looks like Morgan is calling for her to come down and hit the yellow one that's down on the right-hand side from what you can see, and then roll over in behind the guards that are there, which could be a good setup. So the shot's away, but it looks like it's a bit on the outside. Coming down and through. Hey, now the second shot from Chloe York, going down there and coming in against 4 stones there. Morgan's calling the same shot, asking her to come down and hit that yellow that you see on the right side, and then roll over in between and behind the other rocks. Stones away. It's running awfully straight right down the center. Looks like it's going to take away some of those rocks that are there and open that up a bit. This isn't bad in that it keeps the center open now for the next shots there. But at this point, we're going to have the third Truman Dunkley coming up to throw his first stone. Marius calling for it to be a guard up in the front again. And the call was for a guard right up in the front. It looks like it did that. It's right up there. Again, taking away part of the ability to get to the center of that. Morgan calling for a shot to draw down behind that one. His brother Max getting ready to throw the skip stones, or the third stones here. Shots away. Coming down here, let's see where it's going. The call was for a hit and roll. Looks like he's going to just come on the inside. He's going to hit it, clear that one out, but it looks like it's going to chip out itself. as the first skip stone for Marius Kalinas. The Morgan Whitney now preparing to throw his first skip stone in this end. I was just looking to figure out what was going on here. The winner of this game, which at this current point looks like Cape Cod won, will play the winner of the game next door, which is Cape Cod 2 against Schenectady. Right now, after 4 ends, Cape Cod 2 is up by 1 point over Schenectady. So it could be Cape Cod 1 versus Cape Cod 2. Now, the loser of this game, which at the current time looks like Petersham 1, will play the winner of the game happening on the third sheet at 11:15 tomorrow on Saturday. So it would look at this point that Petersham 1 is going to be playing either Petersham 2 or Cape Brumectady. And at the current time, it looks like Cape Brumectady is up by 1 point after 4 ends, but the game is looking fairly tightly fought over there right now, hard fought. Morgan's first rock was away. Now we're waiting for the second rock from Marius Kalinas. It's the final rock for Morgan Whitney.
Skip. So I was like, well, he's like, Dave, pull it out.
Final rock from Morgan Whitney was not enough there. The Cape Cod 1 scored another point, stealing one to be 11-0 after 5 ends. Second shot from Megan Ennis, coming down and providing another guard out in front there. First rock now for James Bailey, throwing the second stones for Cape Cod 1. So recapping what I'd said a few minutes ago, now that we're looking a little bit clearer like that, the winner of this game, which at the current time looks like Cape Cod 1, will be playing tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. against the winner of the game next door on sheet 2, which is Cape Cod 2 versus Schenectady. The loser of this game, which is looking like it will be Petersham 1, is going to be playing the winner of sheet 3 at 11:15. So at the current time, it looks like Petersham 1 will be on at 11:15 tomorrow, and Cape Cod 1 will be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. First rock by Chloe York, coming down there. Morgan calling for it to be into the rings. Looks like it's coming down fairly quickly. And so it's going to actually hit the red one and roll over, and looks like it may stay inside the rings. So stayed around at the back of the rings. Marius Kalinas, the skip for Cape Cod 1, calling for the hit on the red. Coming down on the right side is the second stone from James Bailey. Rock coming down, yellow rock coming down, and going right through the two red rocks. So now second rock for Chloe York. Morgan calling for it to be a draw to the top 12, to the top section of the rocks. Here she goes, throwing the rock. Let's see where it's going to be coming. Coming around, and it's coming right in, and looks like it might be going right through. Okay, so he's going to call, Marius Galan's going to call the same shot again to have a takeout on that red rock. So this is the first shot from Truman Dunkley, throwing the vice stones here. Coming down. Let's see where it goes. Looks like it's going to get the outer one. And it took out both of them and spun out along here. So nice double by Truman Dunkley, clearing the house of all the rocks here, leaving it wide open at this point. So Morgan calling for Max Whitney to draw down in.
The big thing is what I say is, whoever's skipping his gun has to
Morgan's looking to draw it down around the front guard, get that one in there. The shot's away from Max. Let's see where we're coming into. Coming down and through for Max. That's there. Okay. Marius calling to take out the red guard up in front with the second shot from Trevor Dunkley. Shots away. Coming on down, and it hits it, sending the red rock out, keeping itself up there, but outside the range of being terribly effective. Morgan calling the stone to come on over from Max, come over to the upper right 12-foot from this perspective. Shots away from Max. Coming on down, and looks like it's going to be coming in a little too quickly and coming down through right now. First rock from Marius Kalinas. Coming down. Nope, sorry, I'm watching the other game over here. Okay, Marius Kalinas getting ready to throw his first of his skip stones. Looks like they were going to take out their own yellow rock just to knock it out there and move their own aside. Morgan looking to draw up into the front somewhere. Shots away from Morgan, coming down into the house, and it looks like it's coming down again a little bit too quickly, coming down on through. final rock for Morgan Whitney coming down, and it's going to be coming down through. And at this point, let's see. I think they're going to shake hands. Yep, they're going to shake hands on this. Looks like yellow took one more stone, so it would have been 12-0. So after 6 ends, the game is over here with Cape Cod 1 winning 12-0. A disappointed Petersham team coming off the ice. So Cape Cod 1 will be playing in the 9 a.m. game tomorrow morning. Petersham 1 will be playing in the 11:15 game tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that goes there. So I'm going to point the camera over at the other end so you can see that, but we're going to end the commentary for here, and we'll be back with some games tomorrow. Not quite sure which ones, but we'll be back in the morning to have some more games for you. Thanks for watching. We'll finish up by giving you a little bit of a view of what it looks like from the warm room on the inside. You can see the benches there looking out at sheet 2 with the game still underway for Cape Cod and Schenectady. So they're fighting it out pretty hard out there, and that's what it looks like from the inside here. This is Nashua, New Hampshire, the Nashua Curling Club. It is part of the Nashua Country Club, and there are 3 sheets here. Right now you can see sheets 2 and sheet 3 have activity still happening as Cape Cod 2 and Schenectady battle it out on sheet 2, and Petersham 2 and Cape Brumectady are battling it out over on sheet 3. Looks like, if I can see right now from on sheet 3, it looks like Brumectady has a score of 9 and Petersham 2 has a score of 3 after 6 ends, and it looks like the score is 7 for Schenectady and 5 for Cape Cod 2 over on the second sheet. But that is both after 6 ends. They'll have 2 more ends to go. And we're going to end our coverage here for the evening shortly. At least from the audio side. We'll keep the video going for a little bit longer. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again probably tomorrow at 9 a.m.